video because you want to do a camo on your gun exactly like this. You could do it with any color depending on where you need to blend in, but it will have this leafy effect on it. So let's hop right into it. Things you'll need. All you're going to need is tape and paint. But when it comes to the paint, make sure you buy specific camo paint. It won't look like this. This will end up being glossy, but I have a special matte finish. So make sure when you go to Walmart or your local hardware store to make sure that it's not going to end up being glossy. It's going to be matte and camoed. So the first thing we need to do is do prep work on the rifle. We're going to be using a really old rifle today, but guess what? We're going to tape it up. Make sure you tape any moving parts or anywhere you don't want paint to get in. If you have a magazine on the gun, unfortunately, my magazine, I ended up putting paint right here, which was a no-no because my magazine gets stuck now, but the gun still works and it's fine. So if you do have a magazine, try not to paint it. It might ruin it only on the outer parts. So anything that's moving, make sure to tape it up. Let's go. Prep work. Now the key things to tape up on whatever gun you're camoing: the barrel or the entry exit point of whatever you're shooting. Any moving parts, you see the lever moves here, so I ended up taping it, and of course the trigger area and the safety. There would be nothing worse than having a stiff trigger on your gun because of paint. That would really suck. Now this is a really simplistic rifle, which is why I chose to do it. It's going to be really quick to do the prep work, but remember, any moving parts, trigger, safety, and also the exit point of the bullet, make sure to cover those all up, because you don't want any of those to be stiff. And on the magazine, remember, try not to camouflage your magazines no matter how cool it looks, because it can cause it to be stiff and it will really suck. So let's get to the painting part. Base coat. Make sure the base is always going to be, this is going to be the color that you're not really going to see. It's going to be striped, so whatever color you like less, I recommend going with a darker color. Make sure you shake it up, and whatever color you put on the bottom, remember, it's going to be the least shown color. So if I wanted the tan to show up, I would apply it second, because this is just the undercoating. Now the first mistake a lot of people make when it comes to spraying the paint is spraying it too close. It will make it a drippy effect. Don't be afraid to go far away from the gun and just spray lightly, you know. The first coating is going to be very light. Just give something the rest of the paint to grab onto. You're barely going to be able to see it. It's going to be very light. And we're going to give that time to dry, and then we're going to flip it over. So do that. Repeat on the other side, the first coating. Make sure to repeat it on the other side. Just a light, far away coating. And after you do this, you're going to repeat this every time the coating dries until all the areas you want camouflaged are completely coated green. And after I have this gun completely coated green, I'm going to get to the fun part, which is applying the second layer, and where you actually get to see your camouflage come into effect. So remember, repeat this process until it is the solid color of the undercoating color you want. So once this is solid green, I'll be back, guys. On this side, guys, we're going to correct that. So the mistake I made was not making the white layer thick enough. So when I went really light, I actually went too light. You got to make the top layer really thick, apparently. So let's redo this, guys. Alright, so now I'm going to make the layer really thick, but same thing, short burst, but we're just going to, like, do the heck out of it, dude. Like, just totally dominate this thing. So we're gonna make a really complete layer. Now we're gonna give that some time, and we're gonna see how it shows up. Alright, we're back, and let's see. Oh, there we go. That's the effect we wanted right there. You see that leafy, we got that leafy effect now. Now for the top, I didn't end up camoing the top just because I was in such a rush, but you guys can do this, do it more thoroughly, but that's the basic principle, the basic idea. This side looks a lot better. The basic idea, I could have put a lot more vegetation here and all that, and that's the basic idea, guys. So if you guys liked how this rifle turned out, tell me. I'll make sure to tell you. Ooh, look at that. Look. That's cool. Uh, so this is how it turned out, guys. Make sure to subscribe, drop a like if you liked the video. If you got any questions, I'm always on YouTube. Just comment and subscribe if you want to see more Airsoft videos. Thanks, guys.
Give 'em prayer hands, say what's up America. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica. Shout out to my